Alright, so I'm going to make a quick video here on how to set the carburetor up on one of these MS250s. I'm going to include the video as part of the carb job video that I just made, but I'm also going to post this video separately so that if you're just looking at how to set up a carburetor, you can skip the carburetor cleaning job and get right to setting the carburetor. So what you got on the saw is a low mixture, there's an L there, low mixture adjustment screw as part of the body of the saw. And then on the cover, you can see there's a H for a high mixture adjustment screw, which sits just beside it. And then down at the bottom, you've got your idle speed, not a mixture screw, idle speed. It indicates here that you want 3/4 of a turn out on the high to start with and 1 on the low. I set both of those to 1.5 and the saw seemed to run good, but we're gonna set it now. I'm gonna show you how to do this. YouTube got rid of annotations, so I can't put notes on the screen to show you what I'm doing. I'm going to try to explain it. Just keep an eye on the screwdriver and listen to the way the saw runs, and you'll kind of figure out what I'm doing. I'm going to turn in the high adjustment screw until the saw begins to stutter and stall out, and then I'm going to back it out till it reaches its high point of RPM, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing with the high mixture screw with the throttle pinned, so that we reach the high point, and then I'm going to back it off a little bit so that you can just hear a rich thud come out of the saw. So we're going to give this a try. I don't know how well it's going to work, but we'll see. So I just shut it off real quick. You could hear how that saw reached a point where it was revving at a peak, and then it started to fall off the edge and stutter. So I backed it back to that peak, and then I turned it back about another 1/2 turn, 3/4 turn, till it dropped down just to the point where it's climbing the peak. That's generally a good place to leave your idle mix adjustment screw. Again, it'll be different if you're on the top of a mountain or down by the water because of the air density, but for where I'm at today, that seems to be a good spot. So I'm going to fire it back up now, and we're going to set the high mixture screw. So same thing, you could see how I turned in that high mixture screw until the saw reached its peak and started to go over the edge and bog down. So I turned it back to the peak, and then I brought it just to the climb on the peak to where you could hear it start to make sort of a 4-stroke thud sound. Typically that's about as much as you need to do to get one of these set up. If it's a bigger saw, you want to run it a little bit richer for when it works, but these light duty homeowner saws, generally that spot is close enough to where they need to be to work properly. Yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching.